Welcome to BearsToBulls.com. We are going to take a look here at gold and oil futures for the week of August 7th. I'm recording this video Friday afternoon, so if you see the markets jumping, that's why. If we take a look here at gold, we are on the 4-hour chart. Gold looks like it's headed back to the downside. Made its last higher high here, made a low that matched this low, came up, made a lower high, and now it's tanking. If you watched my previous video, I said, or for the S&P E-mini futures, I said that the markets, I think, want higher prices, and with gold falling like this, it kind of confirms that a little more. So we'll see where gold goes from here. I think gold's going to tumble for a little while. If we look down here, we've got 1310, which was a decent support zone. Or if we look up here, we can see if the 1335 area holds as decent support. So for gold this week, this is an easy one for me. I'm looking to the downside. We're going to see where it heads. I really like this 1335 area just because we got a point here, we got a point here, and we held as support here once it broke right here, as you can see, with a decent amount of volume. So I'll be looking for gold to pull back there and see if it can't catch some support. So if we head on over here to oil, on the other hand, oil is going back to the upside, it appears. Came along this downtrend and then it made a high here, which almost matched that, came back, but then it busted it. And I think we're headed back to the upside. So as for oil, oil has a long way to go. It made a sharp, steep fall. Without really any resistance. Maybe here could be a resistance spot, which is, we'll call it 42.70. Besides that, though, right now I hit a resistance zone of 41.90. But I think oil's headed back to the upside a little bit. I mean, that was a large fall. I forget the exact percentage. So if we zoom out a little bit here, see if we can't get any... The 44.65 area looks like another point I might want to run up to. Yeah, I'd be looking about there. It's just, that was such a steep move and there's not really much to base it off of. So for oil, I am looking for it to turn back up to the upside. I'm going to watch this area though. If it breaks through this middle Keltner channel and comes back down and it sits here, then I'm going to believe we might be in a range. So for oil, I'm looking at two things. One, I'm looking back to the upside. And then two, if it doesn't go back to the upside, pulls back into this Keltner channel range, I want to see if it'll hold support here at the 39.50. And if it does come back up, does it hold the 41.90 as resistance? And if that is, we'll confirm it in a range. But until then, I'm going to stick with those two and see what happens. So for gold, like I said, gold's turning back to the downside. Not much to say there. I mean, it's headed back to the downside, strong, really high volume levels. 1335 is my area of support that I'm watching for gold. And then for oil, I want to see it bust this 51.90 level. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email us at bearstobulls@yahoo.com. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you can get our most recent content. And be sure to follow us on Twitter. Twitter is where we post any new trade ideas, any trades that I myself have done, or new content that we've posted. So hope to see you guys again soon and have a great week. Thanks.